Hi friends, today we will discuss how to build your brain. Building brain is very important and it is possible. Every day you can improve your brain. You can improve your brain fitness. You can improve your brain power. So how to do it? Thinking occurs inside your brain, which is known to be amazing 3-pound organ that controls mostly all important functions of the body. It receives information from all 5 senses and controls our thoughts. Memory being the most important part in the central nervous system. It has 3 main parts, that is cerebellum, and the brainstem. Cerebellum is the largest part, and it interprets touch, vision, hearing, learning, speech, emotion, reasoning, like that. Cerebellum is divided into 2 halves, right and left hemispheres. Each hemisphere controls the opposite side of the body. Generally, left hemisphere controls speech, comprehension, writing, and the right one controls creativity, musical skill, and each hemisphere has 4 lobes. There are different types of lobes we will discuss. Now, cerebellum coordinates muscle movement, posture, balancing the body, while brain stem connects spinal cord to cerebrum and cerebellum and helps controlling heart rate, breathing rate, digestion, swallowing, sneezing, coughing, vomiting. So 3 main parts: cerebrum, cerebellum, and brainstem. This controls the mostly brain functions. The cerebrum is divided into 4 lobes, as we were telling: frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobe, and they conduct various functions. Mr. Peter Hollins has stated in his book Neurodiscipline about the everyday neuroscience for self-discipline, focus, and defeating brain's impulsive and distracted nature. It is better to know brain's basic structure for better mental orientation. So as we have seen that how the brain functions, what are the various parts of the brain and what each part actually does. In the book Brain Building, Harvard and Casson has stated how to stimulate brain by teaching. Brain can be stimulated, it can be stimulated enough. So he has suggested to continue learning and teaching. More you teach, more you will learn. More you learn, better your brain will be. Similarly, in the power of neuroplasticity, Saad Elstar highlighted that thoughts we generate as we think physically rewire our brains and change our lives. So if we generate good thoughts, so it is accordingly rewired in the brain, and bad thoughts are also recorded accordingly in the brain. So good thoughts molded the brain in a very positive way. So the more you do that, the better it is for the brain. He has stated how brain helps to change attitude, improve health, and increase mental sharpness and reshape your life. Your brain is designed to change constantly throughout your lifetime. It is not that it is not changing in the elder age. It is more changing in the infancy stage. No, not like that. There is degree of difference, no doubt in it. But the more you think better, the more you think, the more you read, the more you improve your knowledge, the brain develops. When you read good books and learn something new, you rewire your brain. Your brain's neuroplasticity work for you and improve functions like achieving goals, personal growth, mindfulness, creating positive attitude, changing self-talks, overcoming negativity, mental sharpness, meditation, improving brain equity, increasing happiness, staying younger. So, your brain neuroplasticity work for you. Neuroplasticity means the plasticity nature of the brain. So, brain is plastic. As you develop your knowledge base, as you read more and more books, so your brain develops. So, since it is plastic, it develops, and it is better that it is not static; it is dynamic. Building your brain better is possible. In the book, the Build Your Brain Better, Peter Hollins has stated how it is feasible to train your brain for motivation, discipline, courage, and increasing mental abilities. The front of brain, cerebrum, composed of right and left hemisphere, directs movement, vision, hearing, judgment, problem solving. And the middle of the brainstem comprises the pons, the medulla, relays sensory messages, cardiac function, and other important activities like respiration. So back of brain, cerebellum, coordinates voluntary muscles movement, postures, and balancing the body. So it is to be kept in mind that how the brain functions. Brain is the most complicated organ of human body, functioning through 4 parts. Now one part is added here, that is cortex, brainstem, basal ganglia, and cerebellum. See, it is made up of more than 100 billion nerves that communicate through trillion of connections in different ways. So this is explained in a different school of thought, that is webmd.com. So liberalization of brain function concept indicates dominant brain types and how these help in different functions. The right brain is based at creative and expressive tasks and helps in activities like reading people, images, expressing emotions. Whereas the left brain helps in tasks that involves logic, analytical thinking, critical thinking, language. This shows how brain's 2 hemispheres function and how one side of the brain is dominant in some people, which can be better utilized if known well. So right half controls the left side of the body and the left half controls the right side of the body. Each hemisphere has 4 sections. As we are discussing, frontal lobe, which is responsible for problem solving, judgment, personality, decision making, reasoning. Parietal lobe, responsible for imaging, sensation, handwriting, body posture. Temporal lobes, involving memory, speech, sense of smell and hearing. Occipital lobe, visual processing system. So 4 lobes. What are the 4 lobes? Frontal lobe, then parietal lobe, then temporal lobe, then occipital lobe. These are very significant and does a lot of functions. Brain plasticity, that is the main thing we will be discussing here. That is the source of main source of discussion, that neuroplasticity. What is the neuroplasticity? That is the ability of the brain to form and recognize synaptic connections, especially concerning learning, experiencing or injury. Say, when you become very fearful, if you go on becoming fearful, then accordingly your brain is actually prepared. And if you go on getting success, go on enjoying happiness, then your brain accordingly develops in another way. So the more you do, the more you take risks and be successful, the better your brain adjusts itself. And brain then helps you to go ahead, dictates you to go ahead and to take risks. So neuroplasticity is defined as the ability of the nervous system to change its activity in response to intrinsic or extrinsic stimuli, recognizing its structure, functions and connections. So it is the brain's superpower that changes the brain and changes life. So brain can be changed. Just keep in mind, this is very important. Brain can be changed. How it can be changed? When you do a good job, your brain is changed accordingly. Brain keeps keeps in memory that what this type of thing happens. If this type of things happen, then it becomes, it leads to success. So our wonderful brain can change throughout our life to adopt, learn, and even recover from brain injury also. We are extremely benefited by the neuroplasticity characteristics of the brain. It rewires brain function, encompasses cognitive as well as physical skills. Physical skills also is developed. And when you develop your physical skill, brain accordingly gets sensation. When you develop your mental skill, then also brain accordingly gets sensation. And it rewires because of neuroplasticity character. Emma McAdam has stated in an YouTube video for public awareness, brain capacity adjusts to rewire itself to be less anxious. Brain capacity adjusts with suitable environment. It adjusts to be less anxious. You can show how brain changes. You can see even how your brain changes. Rewire of your brain is simple, but it's not very easy. You can handle your anxiety in various ways. Thinking anxiety is not always bad. Sometimes anxiety motivates people to go forward for constructive works, but it can be bad when you possess a danger response in your brain. So as you think, as you go ahead and as you experience, accordingly your brain is rewired. So what are the few ways to develop your brain fitness? You must keep your brain fit. To improve in your life, brain must be in a very strongest position, in the most fit position. So fitness can be ensured for the brain by meditation, listening good stories that can give you good sensation to the brain, reading good books. So as exercise is to body, so reading is to mind. Read good books, learn new skill, think positive, think out of the box, have right mindset, develop willpower, goal setting, focus, employing your brain in hard work, that helps to develop the brain because of neuroplasticity. Developing social connection, that also helps. Stopping procrastination, games and sports. So if you what happens if you procrastinate mostly every day, then your brain accordingly adjusts itself. But if you never procrastinate, if you don't know, I have fixed this thing, so I'll do it. So your brain gets adjusted accordingly and never dictates to procrastinate. Similarly, in medial mind, you will see that games and sports helps to develop the brain. And rest, relaxation and sleep both energizes the brain, rewire it. Remain curious like a child. Exercise, do yoga, eat and be very curious. Eat and drink to develop brain function. There are various elements. There are various foods. If you eat, then it will help to get your brain function better. So what are the things to eat? Healthy fat like fish fat, nuts like walnuts, seeds like pumpkin, sunflower, olive oil, avocado, turmeric, broccoli, basil leaves, oranges, egg and yogurt. So these are the things when you eat, it helps to develop the brain. What are the drinks? Just keep note if you don't know. More water our brain requires. Our brain requires a lot of water. So you will have to take water very often. Take green tea, take filtered coffee, red wine in of course limited amount. 4 ounce nitrile gas can be preferred. Cranberry juice, pomegranate juice, blueberry juice helps to give fitness to your brain. And these are not very exhaustive list. These are indicative. There may be many. You can take experts' advice to take what to eat and what not. But these are generally applicable and these are generally advised in many areas by many experts. As revealed by Michael Marjanich, brain's powerful ability to change itself and adapt. We may use neuroplasticity characteristics to heal injured brains and enhance the skill in healthy ones. So, if the brain is injured because of some injury or something, then also brain can be developed. So because of its plasticity character, it can be adjusted. If you develop your skill, your brain is automatically adjusted. This is a very unique thing in human brain. Every human brain is unique. It controls refined perceptual abilities and gets shaped by environment and culture for self-development. Say, some people often read good books and remain in a positive environment with people who are positive minded. So naturally their brain gets reward in that type of person. Exposure to specific sound, musical tones, specific scents, touch and sensations, both pleasurable and fearful, affect brain. If it is pleasurable, brain affects in some way, and if it is fearful sensation, brain affects in another way. So effect and it is recorded accordingly, which may be retrieved even after a long period. So what happens? You will see that in the doctor's family, even their children also learn something regarding how to have good health and other things, getting a lot of ideas from the father or mother. So, development of brain affects enhancement of intellect, which ultimately controls mind and spirit. You must try to build your brain. It is possible because of the neuroplasticity nature of the brain. Just keep in mind, do good things, eat properly, sleep well, and constantly try to learn new skills that will develop your brain and rewire your brain automatically. Thank you. Wish you a good life.